Hello everybody, welcome back to day 2 of Sonic and the Parallel Worlds, and welcome to the Games Done Quick channel. We do a whole load of speedrun stuff. You might know us a little bit more for our 2 big charity marathons that we do over the course of a week and that we do in the summer, and I was about to say the autumn because that's the name of the other event, but it's in the winter. We have SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick 2023, coming up on May the 28th to June the 4th, and registration for that, if you want to go in person, closes today. So you got to hop on that if you want to be joining the gamers in person, but if not, it will of course be live streamed on this very channel. But that isn't what we're doing right now. We have got hot fixes happening. These can be regular. Like I've got a show that happens every other Saturday called Going Places, where we have a look at handheld exclusives and regional games as well. Yeah, region exclusive games. And then the other host that you'll be seeing later on, Amber, they also have a show which happens, I don't know the dates, I'm so sorry Amber, but it's Passion Project, where people show off the games that they really love, and this is a very special one-off. This has been going on for over 3 years at this point. This is the Sonic and the events, and I've had the pleasure of being involved in all of these in some capacity. I had my very first marathon run in Sonic and the Shiny Things, and then after that we had Sonic and Side Quests, Sonic and the Glitchless Gauntlet, and now we are on Sonic and the Parallel Worlds. These are fan games and modifications of original games, and we had an incredible day 1, more of a focus on classic games. Classic gets a lot of love when it comes to mods and fan games, but later on in the day we had quite a lot of love for some 3D titles. We had some Project 06, we had some Sonic GT, which are both pretty incredible. But for the first half of today, we are going to be having some Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited, so a remaster of Sonic 3, and with some changed levels in the DA Garden edition with Clove. After that, we will have 2 runs of Sonic Robo Blast 2, one with a level pack for levels from Sonic 06. Later on, we'll be having Sonic Robo Blast Kart 2 kart. So kart racing in a Doom engine that's a mod of a game of a mod of a game of a mod of a game. And then after that, we'll be having Sonic and the Fallen Star, which if you saw the Tails marathon that happened not too long ago, you will have seen Tails in that. Roman is going to be taking us with Sonic when that happens. But we got a taste of what this run would be like yesterday. We had Snolf CD, a Snolf in time, but our Snolf master dowolf is back, and we are just we're being a little more basic on the name of this game. It's just Snolf, but not all things are as they seem when it comes to the titles. Dowolf, what is this Snolf that we've got lined up?
What is Snolf? So Snolf is Sonic Golf for Sonic 2. Called that because it was the first game. And so this game, for those of you who didn't catch the run yesterday, pretty straightforward controls. You tap the button that can set the power, tap the button to set the height, and off you go. If you don't like your shot, you can take a mulligan by holding down the button. You'll just zoom back to wherever you shot that shot from. That's it. That's the whole control scheme. So let's go back to the title screen. Everyone say hi to the beautiful Genesis Mini. And as you can see, it's clearly Snolf 1. It is not Snolf 2. It's very unambiguous. But let's get this show underway. We will be a Sonic only because bringing a caddy is dangerous to our health. Tall flicks to kill us. But we can start if we're all ready. Let's kick start.
Yep, we are ready.
So 3, 2, 1, go. Right, yeah, so starting off in Emerald Hill, we're going to take a nice big thwack, and this is actually a pretty risky jump. This is like the number 1 reset point, is the very first jump. We need to make it over that gap. We did, thank goodness. This spring is a little weird, but we can use it to sort of launch ourselves up, and then we're going to slam on the brakes. We want to not fall off this cliff, very nice. Then we're going to take another big shot, and hopefully this will take us. Okay, so we usually want to pierce through those televisions. That we didn't is fine. Bounce off this spring. We need to come to a halt right about. I'm gonna go for it. This is exactly right. We'll clip through. Nice, we clipped through the spring. Hey. That is so cool. Yeah. So welcome to Snolf. biggest difference of this game relative to a lot of the other Snolf runs is that Sonic 2 has a lot of big open levels with like just giant path switches essentially, and we can use that in a Snolf speedrun to basically switch from the top route to the bottom route whenever we so that really opens up the routing possibilities relative to say some of the other Snolf games. So we need to come to a halt here. We're trying to sort of tuck ourselves into this little nook right above the spring. So if we drop slightly in height, we need to dodge out of the way of that bee or it will murder us. Fine. Need to dodge it again. Not ideal, but okay. So we need to get back inside that nook. It's gonna murder us. Okay, whatever. So if we had been exactly right, we would have like gone all the way up here in one fell swoop, but that's fine. We'll just manually get ourselves up here and then zoom on. This is just a straight shot through to the end of the level and the boss. This boss, pretty straightforward. He is not hurtable until he gets to the exact middle of the screen, and then you just sort of go for a ride with him. Hopefully don't get hit. Try and keep exact pace. It's a little tricky. We're gonna shoot a spike out at us. We'll jump over that and get one last hit on him. Then finally, we get to have an actual capsule boss. So we have to land this chip shot right on top of the capsule. You get decently good at it eventually, is all I can say. And then we're going to do another cool trick that's sort of unique to this run. We're going to start charging a jump now. And because that jump will stay charged as we enter the next level, and we can just immediately go off. And that was unfortunate. So we wanted to land rolling the other direction. Obviously, we wanted to go forwards, not backwards. But that's fine. It's a cool little time save. Sort of come up here. And so there's a giant wall up ahead. We will, of course, just go over it because they did not figure out that they need to make walls infinitely tall until 3 and Nulf. 3 and Nulf, they finally figure out that you shouldn't be able to do that. We're going to start slamming on the brakes here because we need to come to a halt. Ooh, that was a little close. But we want to come to a halt here so we can get to the upper path. Ooh. The upper path. Okay, come on. The upper path.
The upper path?
There. Rude platform here, picking me up, but that's fine. That little ball thingy you always run into, there's nothing you can do because it will start moving the second it comes on camera. We took a little jump there so that we would maintain control through this because we're going to charge up another jump. That might have been early. Nope, we're good. So again, just going to start off early. And the reason why we start off early here is because we're trying to make a cycle on like the little rotating Tetris blocks. Okay, well, we're not going to make the cycle now. So I'm going to take the mulligan. I guess I wasn't quite max power on that shot. That's... ooh, that's not good. What do I do? So there's track switching in Sonic games, essentially. So either you're on the... Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, so you're either on the foreground path or the background path. We are currently on the path that we don't usually want to be on, so... So we're going to play this a bit by ear. I don't have this path memorized. So we're going to... This is not usually how this level goes at all. It's just a problem. This is not really a stage that you want to ad-lib too much. Let's see, if I'm here... If I go up from here... Okay. Yeah, we just need to slowly make our way up to where we would normally want to go with that initial sort of big jump. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to actually just restart the level. For better or for worse. Because... Yeah, we are very lost in that level at this point, and trying to get to the correct location is more trouble than it is worth. So we will just restart from the beginning of the stage. So, Yeah, so start off, we're gonna come over here onto this little lip of the platform, and this time we will make it across this gap, please. Game. Oh, no. What is going on? This is not usually an inconsistent jump. There we go. Okay, so we come up to here, like we were always supposed to first time, and then we can sort of jump up and make it over this wall here. And that takes us into a semi-secret path up top. We'll hit a little jet boost. We're going to come to a halt because there is like a little path up here you get into. If you were watching Snolf Speedrun, you would have known that when I would like go vertically off of perfectly vertically off of a slope, I get into midair Snolf. That does not exist in any of the Genesis games. It's just in Sonic CD, just in Snolf CD. Anyways, get the ball in the hole, and now we have to pray that the water doesn't kill us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. That is perfect. The boss is a little scary. If you just get unlucky with the timing, you'll fall into the water because of those little platforms down there. And there's nothing you can do.
Oh.
And right onto the
capsule as well. Incredible.
Let's go. Anyways, again, we're going to charge up a jump during this little intro scene. Basically, you can do that whenever the jump doesn't need to be too precise. For that one, we're just sort of jumping over a little column barrier and getting ourselves over here. Then we'll do a nice, big old chunky shot. Get up top. We're going to slow down slightly so when we hit this springboard up ahead, it doesn't send us flying into the air. We really don't want to go there. And instead, line ourselves up with this waterfall over here and do a max power shot. The reason why we're on this waterfall is because we would have clipped the wall if we were any further forwards. We're going to come to a halt and then restart the shot. We're going to try really hard to make it to the end of the stage before, yes, sub 30. Enjoy your 7 seconds of time bonus. There's something really joyful about when you get the route to the point where you get the level in sub 30. And just, you get to enjoy those 7 seconds. Plus, I get to continue. So even more time wasted. This level, we are trying to time this jump really precisely so we bounce off of a B. Very nice. That's like the second best speed to bounce off of. We really want to bounce off of the one on the right, but the one on the left is fine. We just have to come back over to here, do this checkpoint, and then we can do a nice big thwack. Get ourselves up to this giant platform where we get another checkpoint, come to a halt, and then just do a not quite full power shot from here, or we hit a B. Brings us to the spring. We're going to aim for a pillar that's floating in the air for no apparent reason. We're going to let ourselves bounce off of that column and then do a nice shot that takes us straight to the boss. And for this boss, we just sort of get on top of the column and we just whack Robotnik repeatedly. For those of you familiar with the normal Sonic speedrun, yes, we can get the glitch state where Robotnik dies super fast. I can't get the timing down. I've pulled that off once. I'm bad at it, but it is technically possible.
Yeah, that's a boss fight within itself to try and get the quick kill. That's something that the
easier, I think, with normal Sonic controls. But
oh yeah,
we also have to wait a while.
So.
Anyways, casino night. You might be wondering, hey Dowolf, how easy it is to Snolf in a land of springs and bouncies and flippers and everything else, and it's stupid. This casinos were a mistake. But we are not in Las Vegas, so we're going to try to skip most of them. We have to take a very specific route through this stage to make it possible because of all of the fun flippers and stuff that just are not nice. We're trying to get into this. This is an extremely specific jump. It's trying to duck right underneath that flipper up top because of that flipper is this right, and therefore will kill all of our horizontal momentum if we touch it. And also not fall into this pit. And Snolf really wants to fall into this pit today. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that looks like a very tight window.
It's basically pixel perfect. Oh, that's gonna be too low. Not even close. So, come on, Sonic. You can do it.
Ooh.
Nope.
Close.
Come on. Third try's the charm. This is not third try. This is not even close to third. But come on. That'll work. No? Really?
Oh, so close.
Okay, you know what? We're just going to take the lower path. We can technically make it through this. It's just annoying. Because look at this path. We need to get on top of that block up over here. Please don't crush, thank you.
Ooh.
Or rather, I am forgetting how this path goes. Getting on top of this block. Or under it, whatever. Take this spring, up, up, up. There we go. Up. And okay, we're back on the path. So that's, yeah, so the beginning of this stage is kind of annoying. But anyways, we'll come over here. Look at this shield guy. We're gonna bounce to the far side of him, destroy him from behind where he can't shield himself. Then we gotta take a little chip shot up. We're gonna basically be trying to get around that flipper right there. Then here we're gonna bounce into that area, but please not off of the... There we go. Please send me forward. Thank you. Cool. We'll take the lower path, and there's just an elevator to take us right back up. You can go very slowly here, so we bounce off the left side of that flipper. Then we just sort of take it nice and easy across the hamburgers, because we need to land on this platform over here. Also, they are hamburgers. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I'd be very concerned if I was eating hamburgers that looked of that color.
I don't know what else you want me to call them. Guys, hamburgers. Literally no idea. And so just sort of come over here. We're going to land on top of that flipper, and that flipper will send us to the end of the stage, and we are out of that stupid stage. Hooray. The stage was very rude to us, but we are free. Okay, so next up, Casino Night 2. Casino Night 2 is a bit less rude. We're going to start off with a nice chip shot. Okay. It was a frame under on that one. The opening shots are just not going well for me in Casino Night, but that's fine. We'll come over here. We're going to come to a halt. Then we're going to do a chip shot. We're aiming for a sprite up top so that we can do an air snolf off of it. Very nice. Going to jam over here. Nice! We got good timing on the blue blocks, which is... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, this is...
I've just seen somebody in the chat call these macaroons, which I think is a...
They're kind of macaroons. Yeah, I'll accept macaroons. I'm going to keep calling them hamburgers, but I can accept them being macaroons.
I also hate to be the party pooper, but their official name. Just so that folks know, drop targets. But I think the food analogies are much more fun than drop targets, whatever that means.
I'm going to veto that. I'm going to use my powers as a speedrunner to just veto that official name. We can call them macaroons or hamburgers, but we're not calling them drop targets.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
And this shot, also weirdly specific. We're trying to get ourselves to bounce. Okay, so that's not the best angle. In fact, that's a bad angle entirely. We're going to have to mulligan that. We are trying to get ourselves to bounce right into this little lower path. This will work. No, it will not. What? No. How am I? How? Okay, well, I guess we're taking the top path. Anyway, this is a little annoying because there's a blue block in the way for starters, but also there's a little pinball segment up ahead. Wow, this Casino Night is just not being nice. Anyway, so we need to fall here, and that's a surprisingly hard thing to do.
Oh, do you not have control over Sonic?
We do not have control right now. I actually have the mulligan this shot, I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't. There's a bouncer up there. Cool. Anyways, we need to fall with style. Please don't. Okay, we did not get triple Robotnik. The rings are... The game does keep exact track of how many rings you have, even though it displays shots instead. Okay. Anyways, we'll just... Okay, so ideally you sort of like bounce yourself into there through shenanigans. Then we're just gonna have to come to a halt. It's surprisingly hard because the game keeps trying to accelerate you on slopes. But that's fine. Do a little chip shot. Okay, almost done with this Casino Night that's being extremely rude. Here we'll just fall with style again. That one's a little easier because I do it more often. And we're on to the boss.
Let's flip a clip.
Usually don't get the flipper clip, but the flipper clip is cool for swag. This is not technically... My favorite part of the flipper clip is listening to people who do the glitchless runs, because if you just get that in a glitchless run by accident, your run is over.
Yeah.
And it's just like the rudest thing to accidentally clip through the flipper. Anyways, yeah, for this shot, again, when we hit the flipper is this right, it's going to kill our horizontal momentum, excuse me, and then we just sort of bounce twice per cycle on the boss and not like run into the spike when we get off cycle. Nice 1, 2, boing. Repeat as necessary. And then to get out of here, we'll take advantage of the flipper being a sprite again to do a little mid-air Snolf, do a nice little capsule boss chip. Ooh. Come on. Okay. Casino Night is not going quiet into this good night.
The casino.
There we go. Okay,
nice.
And then we can just go super high, scroll the animals off screen, which causes that to immediately end and take us straight through to the time bonus. Okay, enough casino, enough narrow passageways. Now we're on the hilltop zone, where we have just big open skies, giant shots we can take, and well-placed invulnerability power-ups that we can just bounce off of into this tunnel. We're gonna go a little slowly, get another invincibility power-up because one cannot be too invincible. That shot's not gonna work. We're gonna mulligan it. They have a little bit more power. We're trying to do a chip shot up to a little platform up top, a little red fireball thingy. Use our invulnerability to good effect. Do a nice, decently powerful shot to try to get across this gap. Then we'll do an up shot. That spike, we can do a Snolf off of that spike. Get inside the wall. Walls are a mistake. We'll get out of the wall. Then we'll mulligan back into the wall, which causes us to fall through the floor.
Of course.
We assume it's a path switching thing. We're not really sure. It's a weird thing. Anyways, we'll come over here. I did that shot too fast. This is fine-ish though. We can mulligan back to where we were before we died. I have to go right immediately, or we will be very dead.
Ooh. Nice.
And somehow I got to the end of the stage without looking at it. That's impressive. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to not question it. Anyways, enjoy the 7-second time bonus. Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, the way the lava and that passageway interact, like you can clip through the floor ever so. It's weird. I don't understand it. But yeah, the height change causes you to get crushed sometimes if you go too fast. Anyways, we'll get on top of this string, which is just sort of a marker that we use to make this shot easy. We get up here. We're going to chip ourselves up one floor. Okay. Well, that's fine. We do want to be on this platform. And we're going to do a little bit more powerful of a shot. We're trying to get up to an upper platform. We want to land behind the little flame bolt thingy over here. There we go. We're going to slam on the brakes because that slope always sends us perfectly vertical, and again, we have no control going perfectly vertical, so we just need to come to a stop. Do a little chip shot from here into that passageway. Almost. There we go. Okay. Then we'll just zoom on over. Earthquake starting. Get off of that wall. Okay, we really want to beat. As you can see, this floor is not flat. It's sloped. And whenever we're on a slopey part, if Snolf is moving, we cannot do the Snolf. For the most part, there's exceptions to that rule, but for the most part, if we're moving, we can't Snolf. Anyways, we can do a mid-air Snolf off of those little destructible things, but yeah, if we're moving, so we need to come to a complete halt, which is tricky on this stage. Not as bad as some other zones, but it's tricky. Anyways,
wow,
you need to be a little careful here so we don't fall in the lava.
Route.
Yeah, if you fall in those lava pits, you're probably dead, and we have not hit a checkpoint all stage, so we really don't want to die. Anyways, here, hitting the lava is fine. We kind of expect it. It's possible to hit an angle where you don't fall in the lava, but it's hard. We are going to hit that checkpoint because it is a marathon and safety. Then we're going to take a nice big chunk. We're going to hit the right side of the screen and let that fall us down to here. And we need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was a little slow, so I cannot get all 8 hits. But we can just get the last 2 hits nice and quick, and we're through.
Nice.
And then one more capsule boss. Which... there we go. Capsule boss is playing hard. Next up is Mystic Caves, which is probably my favorite zone. So let's see if we can nail this one.
Nice. Yeah, one thing that I was saying about that stage is that I just hadn't seen that route that you took in ages. It just doesn't appear in speedruns, but it's really cool that it gets to be shown off in this.
Yeah, and so come over here. This shot is pretty precise. Okay, we missed it, but that's fine.
Ooh.
So if we overshoot it, we have to take a mulligan. If we undershoot it, we have a backup strat. We're trying to land exactly on top of that spring. Mostly for swag. Let's just take the easy shot though. Nope, we're gonna get the swag shot. Okay. So we come right up onto here. Then we take a nice powerful shot. We really didn't want to bounce off of that B, but it's fine. Come over here to the vine, bounce down. Then we're gonna try to bounce off the ceiling. Very nice. Come over here. You have to wait for that little firefly to get in the way, otherwise it will damage us when we grab onto the switch. Zoom up onto here, then we're gonna take a little bit of height so we get over that spiky rotating thing. And again, just go up, do a mid-air Snolf to get through, grab onto the vine over there. Then we're gonna get right next to this lantern, which is just a marker that we use for this next shot to line it up. Takes us straight onto this vine. Then we need to time this a little carefully. Very nice. And I'll take us straight through to the end. Just took a couple shots took a couple tries to get the swag shot. But other than that, good level. Very good level. And so next up, Mystic Cave 2. So there is a gate in the way. Oh, okay, it was a little bit off. You can cut right through that gate. Just clip right through it. It's pretty cool. But it's very precise. So anyways, that second shot was sweet. Then we take a chip shot up to the upper level because it's as normal. You generally want to be on the top level doing a Snolf speedrun. For the same reason, you want to be in any speedrun. That is too fast. Not good. We have a ring. Okay. Can I get back up? Nice, I can.
Hey.
Caught the ring. We still need to get all the way the rest of the way up. Very nice. Okay, less nice. Very, that's not enough power. Okay, do that.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll go down. Whatever, this is fine. This is a perfectly fine application. We can go this way. Okay, so we do... This part of the stage is designed a little weird. Like if you look at a map of it, it's kind of like doing a circle around itself, almost. Anyways, you do need to get up top, and this is a little annoying to get the right angle. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
And then this will take us straight through to the boss. If we take the lower route there, we literally go in a giant circle around this entire section. And that would be slow, so we don't. But yeah, now we go to the boss, and the boss is going to try to hit us with stalactites, which you can tell because they have a C in it, and therefore they're coming out of the ceiling. He successfully murdered us with stalactites. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do a 2-cycle. That is not the end of the world. Oh my goodness. Usually the stalactites have much worse aim. This is impressive.
I was about to say, this is sad RNG.
Very sad RNG. Indeed. But we are through. A nice little capsule boss. There we go. That's how you do a capsule boss.
Smooth.
And now we have released all of the rats. You're welcome. So yeah, Oil Ocean. Oil Ocean is stupid because if we touch the oil, we cannot Snolf out of it, and we cannot mulligan out of it. We just have to die. Like that.
I was about to say, you could have just left it at Oil Ocean is stupid, and people would have just been like, yeah, no, that checks out.
There we go. Okay, so that first jump is a bit of a doozy. We're going to line ourselves up on this little platform here. We're going to hope that we don't clip into those little green platforms. Very good. Come to a halt over here because, again, little vertical slope. Then we have the chip jump up. And we'll go to the side onto this little spike. Use that to do a Snolf straight up and then Snolf to the left. There's a seahorse here that we're trying to get over. Very good. Then we'll just take this elevator up top. We can't go full power here or we will wind up sort of on these slopes forever and it's a problem. Hit the checkpoint. Very good. Then do a nice... There we go. Perfect. And then we'll just go up into the air. And if I time this right, we'll bounce off of that seahorse and straight into the cannon. And then here... So here we're trying to go out of bounds. There's weird geometry out of bounds. Yeah, we just hit... So we hit our heads against the ceiling. That's fine. We'll take a... It's going to take one shot at taking the perfect swag shot. Otherwise, we'll just sort of take this easy, bounce across some of these platforms up here, and roll all the way through straight to the end.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. We have a surprisingly big chunk of the level doing that. But anyways, on to Act 2. So, this shot's a little precise. We need to not bump our heads into that. Yep, that's the thing we're not bumping our heads into. A little bit lower on that shot. There we go, that'll work. Takes us over to here, and we'll just line ourselves up on this little gold pipe. We do the shot from this gold pipe, it'll take us straight over. Wow, that was rude, game. Just making a liar out of me, are we? Anyways, we need to get over onto this green platform, and she'll take us up and to the right. We can't quite do the fun glitch route from normal Sonic 2 speedruns. That's fine. Over here, we're going to line ourselves up very carefully. If we're in the wrong position, we will hit things in the sky like that. Okay, so we're not quite the right position. We hit something in the skybox. Yeah, skybox on this level is bizarre. I don't think there's any other word for it. There's just obstacles randomly everywhere that we need to dodge. There we go. And we didn't fall through the floor. Excellent. Sometimes you fall through the floor there.
Sounds like Sonic 2.
Sounds like Sonic. It's really weird that you fall through the floor there because it's not a sprite. I don't think it's a sprite below you, so you shouldn't be able to fall through the floor. Anyways, from near to the boss, you can clip straight into the boss arena, but this boss is dangerous, and this is a marathon run, so we're going to go a little bit slower, take the long way through, and hit the checkpoint. So just in case. Yeah. So literally, my slip for this stage is called Dick Pooper Face, because I am definitely an adult. And yeah, so we'll just take a nice shot. Okay, so, uh-oh. Okay, well, we got one hit. That's not the end of the world. So we need to get into the exact middle of the platform to dodge that, and then he's going to shoot lasers at us. And we cannot react in time. We cannot stall for time, so we're just going to assume that we get a common pattern, which we got the free pattern. Nice. Yeah, we're going to assume that if he sets the floor on fire, he's going to set the floor on fire on the third shot, which is the most likely one for him to set the floor on fire. And that's the only one you have to jump over. It's also possible for him to shoot it in an angle that will just hit you without going over your head. If he does, cry, and you just accept the fact that you're taking damage. You cannot dodge that. You can get 3 hits in these cycles, and I would really like to because we only got 1 in that first cycle. But otherwise, yeah, we are sort of just in here for the long haul. We're just going to take it nice and easy. No sense taking a stupid risk because, yeah, like that. That is something you can do. You just take the damage, and yeah, you don't try to do anything stupid to try to dodge that hit. You will probably just kill yourself without making the boss any faster. Almost could have gone for a 3rd hit there, but again, if we touch the oil, we are dead. Just there's nothing you can do to recover from touching oil. So again, you know, boss is long. There's no way to get this boss under a minute in Snolf. So like, stupid risks are stupid.
Oh,
it's fine. We're good. We're good. We only need 1 more hit. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
And we are through.
And if you were incredibly unfortunate with that boss, you could just hard lock the game as well. It does have a tendency of doing that if you try to go for a sneaky hit whilst he's hiding in the oil. But
never seen that in Snolf. I actually didn't know that could soft lock. Interesting.
What? Oh, actually, good point. Maybe it doesn't happen in Snolf. I don't know.
Yeah, the best soft lock I've seen in Snolf is against Red Eye in Snolf 3 and Nulf, where I've seen him pack his bags and go away. Anyways, we're going to line ourselves up on this little divot on the floor. Okay, that wasn't quite right.
Nice.
Come on. Come on.
I did see this in practice. This is going to be very fun.
There we go. Straight through the floor. Take that, Metropolis Zone. That is not the position. Definitely want to do that, though. Anyways, we get a bit of height, so we bounce right onto that. Okay, I don't know how I didn't fall off that ledge, but I'm very thankful I didn't fall off that ledge. Ooh, that is unfortunate. Please don't die to ground spikes. Please don't die. Okay. Those ground spikes sometimes will catch you and kill you, and it's really unfortunate. But yeah, anyways, so, yeah, floors are optional. Welcome to Sonic Speedrunning. yeah, so we'll just bounce up. We'll bounce up onto this gold bounce. Are they, they're probably called side flippers, given what the other ones are called. Anyways, we'll come over here again. This looks pretty familiar, so once again, we're going to line ourselves up with the floor, do a nice shot. Oh, that's not gonna work. There we go. That might work. Nope. Laura is being very rude today. I will try it from here. There we go. Us two, floor 0. Let's go. Come over here. We're going to do a big vertical shot. Try to hit. Okay, well, that works too. We're usually trying to hit this screw so we can do a mid-air Snolf off of that. But that didn't happen, so we'll just... I don't have to push any buttons for the rest of the stage. It'll just eat itself.
Hey. When it comes to lining up a shot, every so often we see you're having to wait for the ring to sort of move across. Do you control which way it's going by like pressing left and right before your shot?
It'll start going left or right based on whatever direction I am facing.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can tell the direction you're facing by the little white dot. So the white dot is just going to be in the direction that you're facing. So like right now I'm facing left. And now I'm facing right.
Okay.
Very rare for that spike to hit me. That was weird. It's been a while since that's happened. Anyways, we'll try to do a chip shot into here. Very nice. Uh-oh. We're going to take another damage boost, I think. Okay, that's fine. That was just a rough angle to try to get out of that cleanly. I'll just take the damage. Anyways. Ooh, a little bit too close to Krabby McCrabberton over there. Very crabby, likes to punch us. That's fine. Just go through that floor as well. That's our third floor clip of Metropolis. Just do not make floors like they used to in Metropolis. Sort of zoom over here. If you do that full power, you'll just always wind up bouncing back onto the solid ground, which is very nice. Come up here, we're going to go to the right a little bit, and then we'll do a full power shot. If you do a full power shot immediately, the timing works out so that you'll never land on... Wow, that was unlucky. Happens sometimes. Just incredibly unlucky that the starfish just shoots us. I don't know the official names of any enemies in this game, if you cannot tell. But that is perfectly fine. We'll just sort of make our way up. Accept the damage boost off that guy. Accept the damage boost off that guy. We're going to get right over to the right corner. That starfish will miss us every time if we're in this corner. And we'll do another big shot to chunk us up here. For this wall, we got to just bounce off this wall to get up top. And get onto this spring. And once again, just roll our way into the signpost. I know words. That is one word that is I know is accurate. I know that's wait, no, that's not called a signpost, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, it is called a signpost. Cool. I know a official name. Exactly one. That's not the right angle. This is not quite as bad as the start to Casino, but it is still pretty bad. Anyways, that crab is so shocked by our perfect jump that it just sort of stands there and lets us go through its fist. I don't know why that works, but I am not complaining. We'll line ourselves up with here. You might be wondering how they fit that gear into the floor. The answer is that the floor is hollow. That's right. We clipped through a 4th floor in Metropolis. It does not stop. And we'll just sort of come over here. Zoom on over and then chip shot ourselves back up into this elevator pipe question mark. I don't know why you design your elevators like this, but I am not going to question the great Dr. Obonic. He's a doctor. He surely knows what he's doing when he designed his evil city of... Maybe he doesn't know what he's doing, but...
Yeah, and with like an IQ of 300, you'd hope that the guy's got something
okay,
going
real
on,
talk.
But...
IQ is on a... whatchamacallit? It's normal distribution, right? Which means if you have an IQ of 300, it's what, 20 points per standard deviation? So that means you're 10 standard deviations above the norm. There should not be anyone who is that many standard deviations above the norm. It's not possible. So get your
I'm not gonna
stop lying about your IQ.
I know nothing about the IQ scale, so that shows how much I know.
it just proves that Robotnik is a giant liar about his IQ. That's all that you need to take away from this. Oh my god. Anyway, so we need to get on the very left side of this screw, or it won't. We need to latch onto the screw and make it go up because this is too tall to get up any other way. And it'll only do that if you're on the very left-hand side. Even with the starfish, that's not the right angle. Take a quick roll again. If you go very slightly to the right, if you want to make it up, tuck ourselves in this nook. That star will hit us. It's fine. No rings is fine as well. Okay, we need to get a little bit higher. There we go. And just... Oh! That is not ideal. Okay, we're going to try to recover this. Okay, I'm going to just have to go from back from the checkpoint, I think. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Nothing else to say about that. Yeah, so we'll just resume from the checkpoint. If the game will let me come. So we'll just... Not too much of a loss. Take it nice and easy through here. Do a... Ooh. There we go. Yeah, so we can, so what happened is that usually you just do a full power shot and then you just get around that praying mantis. Because we missed the first shot, the praying mantis started moving to the right and therefore was able to snipe us, and we had no rings. That's just, I mean, that just sucks. Nothing else to say about that.
Yeah.
You need to be on the left side of this room because there's a bunch of those blocks and spikes coming out of them that will interrupt us anyway. Otherwise. Well, oh well. Nothing I can do. Anyways, so we'll just go. Oh, okay, so that's not ideal. You really want to either get straight into that room or have him sort of damage boost you forwards. Not the end of the world. Okay, so let's try to make sure we hold on to a ring this time. Okay, so again, you're just going to take the screw up, and away. Come to a halt. Do a nice... that might have been too much power. Nope, we're good. Okay. Again, that's going to hit us. It's going to take away all our rings. But we will get enough height. Also, somehow or another, the praying mantis didn't even spawn that time. He knew what was coming for him. He was afraid of us. Anyway, so we'll head into the boss arena now. We're just going to let the boss come on top of us. We're going to let him clip into us. We're going to do a nice shot to the far corner, and then get way up high. We're just going to take very big bounces off of him, because those little balloons, as they come off of his body, will still hurt us for a good second. So we need to get very high up so we're just completely over them, and then just nice and easy bounce on Robotnik repeatedly. And that is a perfect capsule boss.
Oh,
beautiful.
That was delightful.
So next up is Sky Chase Zone, and you're probably wondering what interesting things I have to offer you in Snolf and Sky Chase Zone. And I'm sorry, I have nothing. It's Sky Chase Zone.
Hey, as long as you don't die, you'll be doing better than some of the Sonic speedrunners out there. Not naming any names.
I've definitely died in Sky Chase before, so it isn't free. Nothing is free.
You're part of the group. That's all right.
If I go too, if I do a Snolf too fast, it will make me fall off the plane. Anyways, let's just talk about how this is totally Tails' plane, but Sonic made him put his name on it. Right? Like, this is not Sonic's plane, presumably. Maybe it is, but yeah, making your...
He's got a bit of an ego, this guy, doesn't he?
Just making your friend fly a plane with your name on it. It's gotta be definitely up there in terms of jerk moves.
It's alright, Tails gets to keep the really cool stuff in his own games.
This is true. Anyways, how you doing, chat? How are you doing this morning?
Well, I can tell you that, as well as just the Snolf action, it seems like there are quite a lot of Sonic 2 fans. Everybody was, doing the classic, I don't want to see Metro ever again, because they've had troubled childhoods getting through it, and I can sympathize. I can sympathize with folks about that.
It's a tough stage. It's a really tough stage.
It truly is. Well, whilst we've got the token auto scroller of the game, what sparked this whole Snolf adventure for you? Because I think by now everybody should know that like you just play all the Snolfs. Like
I do.
Why?
I don't know. So I watched Liz Star put it on Cuso Grande as a bad game to force people to play, and I just saw it and I'm like, this is the greatest game of all time. So, and then I just have kept playing them since. Yeah, that's basically the whole story. Anyways, we get to play the game again. Wing Fortress Zone. I was a little slow on getting to play the game again. Nice, good talk. Anyway, okay, so as I was saying, now we get to play the game again. This run is definitely going places. And so take the right angle there. We'll get clipped by the fan back in bounds into the second area. We're going to line ourselves up with that little portcullis directly below. Do a nice, big, strong shot. We're going to send us by these robot chickens. Take another shot from here. It's going to send us into a little divot in the plane. This plane design is very strange. I'm not going to try to explain it. We do need to be on top of this slope, but we're going to do a nice big shot. This will hit us into... It didn't hit us into a zipper, so there we go. Usually you just hit that directly. Anyways, we need to get up this little staircase. And then we don't want to go too high. We can go over the whole boss arena, but then you soft lock your game, so that's not really great. We're going to have to hit that little mine, blow open our hole, and we'll head to the boss. Now, so we have to hit that thing up top 8 times, alert to the right, then bounce to the left, sort of chip shot away while dodging all of these little spiky platforms. And switch sides. Ooh, wow, on the backswing. Okay, desperately pick up a ring there. That was weird. Anyways, yeah, so there we go. Went a frame earlier or something, that's fine. Anyways, we recovered, we have a ring. It's fine, we're good. Everything's okay. Oh my goodness.
As long as it doesn't fall through the floor, you're all right.
Okay. Just holding on to that ring for dear life, we are. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're through.
Nice.
That was definitely a perfectly bossy fight. Anyways, we'll come over here. Suddenly, Snolf has discovered how to walk for this purposes of this cutscene. And yeah, we got another minute cutscene. It's kind of neat. Just there's so much downtime later in the run. It's weird.
I was about to say right before one of the most tense classic Sonic fights as well, and one that's so easy to get.
Oh yeah,
I'll be interested to actually. I'm not going to give anything away, but I think this might not be as hard as it might seem.
I mean, I'm not terribly afraid. I am it's going to be a little hard to get underestimate at this point, but I'm not terribly afraid of the boss fight. So we come into Death Egg. We're going to do a nice little... First, we got to do a dance with Metal Sonic, and Metal Sonic dance is pretty easy. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into our corners, do a little do-si-do, and then we're going to get another 4 hits. Nice and easy.
Nice.
Now we get to chase after the good doctor, who is suddenly able to run very fast into his robot. Come over here. And 1. Just do nice chip shots. 2. 3. Not really chip shots. 4. We need to get 5 hits before he floats away. Very nice, very nice. Can't quite get the 12-0 that you can get in normal. But just wait for the lock to come on. Go to the far left. Once in the head, wait for the fists, get him a second time, and then now we will go on to the walkie phase again. Second phase is probably the scariest. it's possible for physics to break and for you to clip through him, in which case he'll like launch things out of his backpack and you can't dodge them. They'll just fall on top of your head. It's really unfortunate. We'll just keep doing chip shots. You just got to be a little careful. And that is the boss. And we zoom out, and time is now.
GG.
Yeah, close enough test. Yeah, so that run wasn't quite as good as the run yesterday. But, yeah, I love Snolf. Like, I discovered it. I fell in love. This was so much of my gaming time back in 2020, back in the midst of the pandemic, and just can't go outside. Guess I'll just sit around and Snolf all day. If you think Snolf looks fun, I highly recommend it. You probably want to start with this game with the original Snolf 2, or Snolf for Sonic 2. I think it's just the most beginner-friendly of them by a pretty comfortable margin. Just, it's gonna be a rough time. It's gonna be a little frustrating, but I think it's a lot of fun. To just get that into the zone, to just nail it. Yeah, that's it for me, I think. I'm going to be running this again at GDQ on early Tuesday morning. And I think we have some more runs to get to.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that we got to get another Snolf experience, and that I got to host it. So very much looking forward to what's going to be pulled out at GDQ in a couple weeks' time. But for now, everybody, you should go check out dowolf on Twitch with 2 Fs. And stick around. We are going to be throwing it over to some Knuckles gaming, which pleases the soul. We are going to be seeing Clov taking on Knuckles and Tails All Emeralds hard mode in Sonic 3 Air DA Garden Edition. What does that entail? Well, you will see after the break. So join us after then, and see you then. Stay around.